Now, hope you had a bit of fun doing that part with the yellow. So what we're going to do is we're moving on to the poppies next. You can hear me cleaning my brush there. And we're going to use the next size down on the brushes. Do you remember the other square flat I had? It's a number 8, or bright as they call it. It's big difference between, it's almost half the size of that one. But we don't need it too big because we're going to start putting in the poppies now. And we're going to do the poppies with our lovely cadmium red first of all. Okay, add a little bit of water as you can see to get a nice consistency, okay? And not too much on the brush because we don't want it overloaded. And the way we're going to start them is, we're going to start them a little, we'll start one here just off center, okay? And we'll start them with brush strokes like so, okay? Can you see the way I'm just getting in the poppy shape like this? Can you see that idea? Okay? Just very, very loose, you know, nothing complicated about it, okay? And bring it out a bit more, make it slightly bigger maybe because it's going to be, it's an important poppy. It likes to be important, okay? Can you see that? And all of these will have to go over again to get nice textured finish on them. That's one. Then we do another one, say up here. Like as I said, we're doing an interpretation of that painting. That painting was a commission, so this is an interpretation of it. And we're going to just do however you want to do your poppies. But remember, don't do them all in a line or at the same height. Do you see the way I jumped up there and I made that slightly smaller than that? Okay? Then maybe we might jump down here, okay? Put even a smaller one. And you see the way I'm using the flat of the brush as well to get these shapes? Can you see that? It's the flat of the brush. I'm actually applying the paint, okay? Another one maybe, we could have one peeping in up here at the side, okay? Lift up my red again, peeping in at the side. It always gives a nice idea of continuation. Like the painting is actually bigger than your canvas, you know, it goes out further afield. I'm going to make it a bit taller, okay? A bit taller because we want it taller, okay? And we want it taller than this guy. Now, so then we're going to bring maybe another smaller one here, okay? See the canvas is jumping around. It loves that red colour, you see the green. It's a lovely complementary contrasting colour. Same idea here, a bit smaller and another level, okay? Then we're going to get maybe even smaller one here, just maybe 3 or 4 strokes in the distance, like that. Can you see that? And then another guy in here, okay? Bit bigger than the previous one, but still small enough because we want to have that idea of within like big and small shapes you get that sense of a rhythm as well and a movement within the flowers themselves, okay? No sign of any stems yet because they go in after this, okay? Because we have to anchor them with the stems, but we just want to get in the idea of the poppies first of all. Okay, smaller one up here again, jumping off on its own like that. And what happens is we're going to get a bit smaller as we go back. So what we're going to do is we're going to move on to a smaller square brush to get those effects. Then we're going to have another one maybe peeping in down here at a different angle. You see, we're bringing it in down lower. That one is up there, that one is down here. We're not bringing it in at the same height, the same position. And maybe less of it to come in, or to come into the paint. You can see that? So that gives a nice little flow there. I think then it probably needs another little one up here, just at the side here. We can still use this number 8 brush for the moment, and then I'll show you then we're going to move on to another one. Okay, can you see them? I'm just trying to make them as simple as possible to try and get that, just a simple brush stroke to get the shape, okay? Because you don't want, these are not botanically correct, okay? We're not working for the botanic gardens, we're working for ourselves, we're painters, artists, okay? And another one up here, slightly off the center of these two here, using this brush again, okay? Going in there like that. Don't forget, we'll have to go over all of these again to reinforce them. Now what we want to do is we want to move back a bit further, so we're going to go for our next size down in square brushes. Can you see this guy? I can't remember, I think this is a number 4. It's obliterated now, it's been used so often. But anyway, we'll show you then. We've loaded up again, okay? And we're going to just bring in a few little ones here in the distance, okay? this is an inspirational painting. They don't have to have stems, all of these flowers, you know. They're imaginative, you know. It's a painting, not a photograph. Okay, so I'll just show you. I'm going to hold it down with this again. Just tighten it in there in case it moves. And we're going to try a few of them up here. Little strokes, small strokes for these guys, okay, because it's a smaller brush. Going up and down, up and down. Remember that they have to be in different at different levels. You don't want them all at the same height or the same size. And your brush stroke is going to produce a different one each time. You'll never get the same one because of the nature of the brush, okay? Okay, we're going there. Then another fella here. Another fella here like that. Just 3 with that, okay? Can you see that? Then maybe another guy up here, let's say up here. Close to that one then, just to make it slightly different so you can have them as if they're friends. And then another guy up here in the distance again, further away, okay? And then maybe another fellow up here again, further away in the distance again. And we're just getting this effect of distance, poppies in the distance because of a smaller brush, that's it, and a smaller blossom. It's as simple as that, okay? And then another one maybe over here again, because you know, I'm looking at this all the time. I'm scanning the whole composition all the time, looking at it, judging where to put them, because you have to, because I just do it automatically at this stage. I think that's the only way I can explain it. But you have to judge very quickly where you're putting them. In my case, you know, because I don't want them to look too regular, you know. But you take your time doing it. You don't have to rush it because you have all the time in the world. I'm making a video, and my battery life isn't very good, so that's but I'm not rushing it really. I'm taking my time. Now you see that? That's perfect for the moment. We're going to put on more red when we're finished, but when I'm drying it, I should say. But what I want to do is first, I want to show you the sap green to just to start anchoring 1 or 2 of them while I'm here. And we have a small thin brush for this. This is a number 2. Okay, you know that? This is Akiko's, and one of her favorite brushes. Okay, Akiko is working on a fantastic painting of roses at the moment. Oh my god, wait till you see it. It's unbelievable. It's just out of this world. She said she'd put it up on the WhatsApp group when she's finished. Now I'm just going to show you this one here to start us off, okay? You have to remember that the flowers go into a part of the flower called sepals. I think they're called sepals. And this is where the bud emerges from. And when the bud emerges, the sepals are left at the bottom like this. And eventually they fall off. But you see, it's just 3 little strokes, which we will be darkening again. I'm just going to show you, and then and you bring them down to a point, okay? And you try and put a different slant on the 3 of them each time, so that they all don't look the same. And of course, I'm simplifying this again to make it easy. Cross here again. And then maybe that one goes straight up the center like that. Okay, can you see that? Even with these 3, we'll just do these in the foreground. And then you can try these yourself whenever you finish having your tea or whatever you're doing. Or maybe you're doing your ironing, or you could be, I don't know, whatever you're doing while you're watching this. But just to show you then we roll the brush, as you always remember, in order to get a nice precise head on it. You see, if you go straight in, I'm always saying this to you, it splays out all over the place. Can you see that? But we want to get it nice and precise at the point, because we want to try and do the stem next. And the stem, I'm going to rest my hand here, but what I'll do is I'm going to lift it up onto the little lip, so as we can go right down with the stem. Okay, I rest on my hand like this, and we go right down, hardly touching the canvas because we don't want it too thick. Then as we move towards the foreground, it gets thicker, okay? It gets much thicker, so it gives the sense of a little bit of perspective within the stem, okay? See that one there? What I'll do now is, I'll just do that here, and repeat it here for you so as you can see it. Okay, let's say this is the bottom of the poppy here. Just 3 little strokes, they can be like that. They don't have to be exactly all the same size, they can go over that way as well. Okay, it's going to be 3 little strokes. Okay, we'll do this one here, 3 little strokes, make it slightly bigger for you to see. Can you see that? And then your stem is going to come down. You hardly lean. If you lean on the brush, you're going to get that. So you don't want to lean on the brush. What you want to do is want to barely touch the canvas at the top where you link into the sepal, and then as you move down, widen the brush and you get a stem that's wider at the bottom. Okay, that's the easiest way to do it. You can practice that yourself, practice it before you even go for them. Okay, now I'll do another one here. It's just when they're getting wet, it's difficult to lean on them. I'll do another one on this side so as you can see it. That guy's going that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to vary it. We're going to have this fella coming over here like this. Okay, can you see that? Just to vary it, to have it going out in a different direction. And this is just as important as the grasses, in the sense that you're learning a lot about rhythm and balance and composition, even within these little stems. You know, because we don't want them looking like a fence. So we're always trying to get a naturalistic look, you know. Can you see that idea? That goes slightly out there, slightly different to the other one. We can have a little bit wider at the bottom, a little bit wider, that's allowed, a little bit wider, yeah. Okay, and maybe I'll just do this one over here then as well for you, just to show you. And we can have this guy maybe coming over a little bit over to the right then. Tiny bit over to the right, coming down like this, okay. Over here like that, over to the right. And can you see that I'm not in the way? And what I'll do is I'll do the rest of these for you when I dry it, when we come back, and you just go ahead and experiment with it, even on a piece of blank paper or something. You don't have to go straight for your canvas yet, you know. The whole thing is to keep your hands steady. Okay, I'll do this guy here as well, and he's going to come back in this way to complement this, because we don't want to go in the same way. We want these fellas looking as if they're all blowing in different directions. They all have their own individual personalities, okay, and rhythm and beat. Okay, can you see that? See the way I brought that down there, okay? All the way down to the bottom. Now can you see the idea that they're going in different directions? And what we do then is we'll be getting other stems in between them. But I say I have to dry the rest of this before we can go anywhere else. And you know, practice, take your time, no rush, okay? We've all the time of the world. Okay, talk to you soon.